I left school because I wanted to be a singer-songwriter, and I moved to London and I started doing the shows, and I was writing every day and I was gigging every day, and I loved it. It was my hobby, but it was also my job, and I was just doing it, and then I got signed, put my first album out, toured, and as I was on that tour, I made my second album, and as soon as that tour ended, I put out my second album and I toured. And I actually ended that tour after however long of doing gigs, maybe like 7 or 8 years straight of doing gigs. I ended it in Auckland, end of 2015. And I said to myself, right, I'm gonna take time off, I'm gonna find a hobby, and I'm gonna do the hobby. And I took time off and realized that my only hobby was music. And it was playing and performing and writing. And then I thought, well, let me try and do something that isn't necessarily part of my career. You know, it's not like I'm not working towards an album or a live show or whatever. So I started like really taking songwriting seriously in all forms, not just for myself. And I started really going into the studio with artists and helping craft their records and stuff like that. And over the years I've had some songs that have gone on to be big, that other people have sung. And everyone always says to me, like, why did you give that one away when it's become big? And I always say there's a Stevie Wonder quote where he says, someone asks him, what's the best song that you've got? And he said, well, I haven't written it yet. And I love the attitude of there's always more there to write for. So this is a song that I wrote that came out in my year off with someone else singing it. And I hope you like it, I hope you know it. All the times that you rain my parade, all the clubs you get in using my name, think you broke my heart, oh God, for goodness sake.